Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Heroes of Wellspring City FPS. I am Authorticity. Today I'll be playing Nikola Unchanged. Never mind what the N stands for. I'm joined by the lovely, the fantastic, the talented, the incorrigible.
Incorrigible. Hi, I'm KT. I will be playing Carolina Noticia, also known as Lina, a jazz hands. She is,
Uh,
hi, so Nicola, it's after school. Lina doesn't know where you live, so she has to follow you home. I'm assuming you texted her of a place to meet up. Want to roll perception?
um, they said that they would meet her at the school gates. Yesterday when they talked, and they are sitting on the ground. And yes, they would love to.
You're sitting on the ground. How to
If
talk to short people.
she's always below the frame, bring the frame down.
Roll with
Um,
advantage.
Thank you.
I think it's slash in this one. I don't think there's Abra in this server.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So I think it's slash RD
Okay,
20.
yes.
Okay, yeah, that's how it works. Okay.
Well, that's an 8, and then
5. Okay, one moment. Let me let me roll a thing.
man, man,
Yeah.
man. Okay.
Yeah, you don't see her and then suddenly you hear a voice saying, Nicola?
Yeah. Hello.
She's suddenly right beside you and you did not see her.
Hi there, Lina. Sorry. I guess I dozed off or something.
Oh no, uh people don't normally see me. That's not a you problem.
Well, it feels like it. You deserve a modicum of respect.
She looks at you sitting on the ground.
They stare back. They don't see the problem.
She just says, yeah, do you want to head over? She pulls out a very pretty platter of cookies and brownies that have like star sprinkles on them. She's like, I brought snacks.
Oh my goodness, those are so cute.
They're like food glittery.
Aw. I hope you know, heads up, if you're not comfortable eating my grandma's food, it'll be fine. I'll help you. I'll give you an out.
I'll try it.
But
I like most
it,
things.
yeah. And they bake most things to sort of balance the probability, so that works out great. But yeah, yeah, just walk this way.
She takes the lid off of the cookie tray, like, do you want one while we walk?
No, why not?
Do you want a cookie or a brownie?
They will take a cookie, please.
It's like that, the ones with like lots of frosting, swirled pink and stars.
Aw,
It's really good. They taste
this
better than
is
store-bought.
this is delicious. This is wonderful. Did you make this?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for sharing. This is just wow.
No, thank you for inviting me over.
This FPS is already so freaking sugary sweet.
I mean, I gesture at the plate of dessert. Yeah.
Um,
Look, she's just a little fella.
they are small. They are little. They can change this. Well, anyways, how was the rest of your day yesterday?
Oh, I mean, I went home, did homework, worked on some of the treasury reports for the anime club, and this and that.
That's a pretty it's a pretty hefty evening.
Not
Have
really.
you got? All
I have a
right.
schedule. She pulls out a pretty planner.
I am in awe of people who have working schedules. I'm always like, this is going to be the semester where I figure it out. I get all my classes in order. And then within a week, nothing.
Have you figured out your organizational style? You have unlocked special interest.
My hood what?
Your organizational style. Everybody has a different organizational style. Most stores assume that it's all the same, and thus I make my own planners.
That must that's a serious time investment.
But I get to add sticker sheets. She opens it up, and there's a bunch of really cute stickers.
I promise I'm not trying to be patronizing when I say this is adorable. This is
Look, they have glitter on them. She like moves it so
they.
you can see it sparkle.
Of course, they have glitter on them. That
She has literal sparkles in her eyes that match the stickers.
they're just prayer hands, like just like serious voice. That is so cute. That
She
is amazing.
giggles.
That is just that is. I love that so much.
Her eyes get even bigger somehow, and she's like, I can help you make a planner.
And that would be a lot of fun. Thank you.
She's like, I have all the supplies with me.
At all times.
Yes. You never know when you need a planner. You don't have an official secretary, because they're never around, so I low-key do the secretary work too.
Do you do you sleep?
Sometimes.
Right.
Usually. I mean, she like opens up her schedule. She's like, I have 8 hours blocked out.
All right.
But sometimes I end up reading.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, sometimes there's just a really good book and you can't put it down. And you're like, oh, one more chapter, and then you finished it.
That is a very relatable problem. Yes. I'm a little bit worried, but also I don't know you well enough to nag you yet. So I guess you do you.
Do they arrive at the grandparents'?
Eventually, yes.
Wonderful. Does anything of note happen on the way?
Um, I mean, you step off the elevator or the stairwell, and like Nikola like wait, hold on, and they sort of like put a hand on you to lean you back out of the way of like some dentures that are flying through the air, um, and from off screen you hear an elderly voice go, Miriam, if you throw this one more time, and someone else goes, they're not thrown, they're engine powered.
Um,
And someone else goes, I don't care what you got power in your trebuchet.
she's like blinking really big, startled, like, do your grandparents own this whole building?
Oh, just the floor, I think.
Does anyone live under them?
Not for long.
Have they considered just buying the building?
You know, that would be something to talk to one of my grandmas about.
Uh, sh
I'll ask.
she has like a clipboard in her arm as well as the tray of cookies, and she like flips and she's like, it says like most tenants don't last longer than like 3 months, and most of them lose their deposit.
Are those is that information specifically about the apartment building we are currently in?
They did Bronson wanted an interview with past tenants at one point.
Right. All right.
Your grandparents have a bit of a reputation.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me as much as it could have.
Um, sorry if this is if it seems interrogational, but I mean it is an interview. If I go too far, just let me know. Did you let your grandparents know I was coming?
Um, some of them probably retained it. It's a little bit hard to get a word in edgewise.
Well,
I mean, if you're believe me, they're very good at making time. If you want to talk to one of them in particular, just like point one out, I'll flag them down for you.
no, I just thought I would ask you which one you think I would enjoy interviewing.
Oh, but well, one that comes to mind is actually not currently in Wellspring City. She's off doing her job over in Aquil, but
Einquell's the entire continent.
oh, excuse me, Toontown.
Okay, are you from Einquell?
Yes, no, sir. I'm a little bit out of it today.
I I mean we can reschedule.
No worries. No, you blocked this time out for me, and I want to respect that. And I've been looking forward to having this conversation.
Okay. Um, I have more than one platter because I know you have a lot of grandparents. I can put them in the kitchen.
Uh, that'd be lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, just walk this way.
I do have. She pulls out like a loaf of banana bread, and she's like, "This one's gluten free. I don't know if your grandparents have allergies."
Well, that's super sweet.
I meant to ask. I kind of forgot.
It's all right. You have a lot on your plate. When you um, when they lead you into a kitchen, there is a little plate of uh cupcakes, marked gluten free, vegan, paleo on it. That says Lina, with little like stars around it.
Aw. Um, you know the chibi anime watery eyes, tears face. She's got that going on. Like, oh,
Well, at least one of them remembered.
oh, that's so sweet. She sets down hers and like goes to try one of the cupcakes.
It is very, very bland. It is not what one would traditionally call a good cupcake, but it was made with love.
Okay, let me roll something. Da-da-ba-ba-ba. That's how did she get a one? If there's a plus five. Okay, six total. She rolled a nat one. She's like very grimace, trying to be polite. It's so good.
You do not have to eat it.
No, it's fine. She takes another bite.
Do I need to take that away?
No, I can do it.
I promise you they will not know the difference.
But it's the principle.
Alright, well,
She has like tears streaming out of her eyes.
oh,
Nikola, do you want to try one of these cupcakes?
no. They will take one and they will have a bite. Mm-hmm. Oh man. That is that wet cardboard taste that I look forward to every day. You do not have to eat these. I think these are worse than usual. Kitty? Kitty? Hello? Hello?
I am here. Just Hala joined the other VC I'm somehow in. I don't
Why are you still in
I
VCs?
don't know how I'm in two
Get
VCs.
out of into silence! Go shoot! Get!
Absolutely not. I don't know how that happened.
I caught you so gently.
Oh gosh. Okay. Refocus. Nicholas said they're worse than normal.
Uh, they might be, yeah.
Lina takes takes the final bite of the cupcake. She's a trooper. She did it.
You don't, alright, well,
With a mouthful, she's like, "It's the principal."
principals are for school. Cupcakes should not have to be a chore.
That's
Then they're just
principal, not
called,
principal.
say again?
It's principal, not principal. Like the ones at school are principal. She just shuffles her feet.
Oh, well, that's it. Um, so you want to set up for the interview in my room?
Sure.
Or we could, yeah.
How does she looks at the entire floor? I've always pictured it like a long hallway with doors, and then like somehow there's a big kitchen at the end.
Yes.
She's like, how do you how there's so many doors. Is each one occupied?
Um, they kind of like try to, they look contemplatively down uh, the hallway as like, um, a cup, a door opens, a parakeet, flies from one room to another, another door opens, a hammer is thrown into another doorway, um, someone walks by, like, carrying an anvil, like, just shenanigans. Like, well, probably most of them. And, the ones that aren't, we find uses for them.
She's watching with big starry eyes.
But yeah,
She's like jumping as she walks. She looks very excited. She's got stars all around her.
you seem like you're appreciating this.
It makes me think of the press rooms.
Oh, the press rooms, at the, I'm assuming not the ones at the school.
We don't really have press rooms at the school, so yeah. The ones where I live in the Noticia building. It's near Barnson Tower.
Oh,
I live on one of the floors, and then the presses are in the basement.
oh, really? You know, I don't think that I knew that your family were reporters.
Yeah, they are. Um, the main paper of Wellspring City is the one my parents work on.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
You know that that paper is very Bronson positive.
Mm-hmm. Is that a family business then? Are you looking to get into it yourself?
I think it would be really fun too.
Hmm. Yeah, honestly, I almost want to. If I was to make some sort of like project out of um my experience in Wellspring City, I would be so tempted to just use headlines to do it. Obviously annotated, but like I feel like that can be so indicative of the the kind of the zeitgeist of a city.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of like the spark notes of what's going on in the city to see how a headline is formatted.
Mm.
She kind of shuffles and kicks the floor, not knowing what to, kind of shy and cute.
They're just like, oh no, she's adorable. Oh no, she's cute. Oh no. Um,
Well, I mean, I could interview you, one of your grandparents, or I could interview you.
well, you're more than welcome, but um, I've been imagining that they're like walking to Nicola's room, so they
Hey, is your
you know,
pet in your room?
they would have made sure no
Cool.
sentries in the sunroom, laying peacefully in the sunlight.
Making sure.
He's got a big old bowl of treats and his favorite toys.
And his favorite grandparent,
Yes,
tummy rubs.
tummy rip. Um, and I think that Nicola's room is, neat. Probably not the most personalized bedroom you've ever seen. But there's a desk chair, there's a beanbag chair, there's the bed. They'll be like, well, you can sit anywhere. Whatever is easiest for you to, get your notepads and things set up.
Cool. May I roll investigation?
Sure.
It can also be perception. However, her brain do scan. What? Hate. I feel like she scans and all she can think about is how depressing this room looks, and she's like, Nikola,
Yeah.
why is your room so sad?
Oh, is it?
You
I
don't
don't
have
know.
any posters up or anything. I think you would have like mementos or photos or anything. You just kind of got like a bed and a desk. She looks at you so concerned.
Well, honestly, I don't spend a lot of time up here.
But don't you want
Yeah,
things in here that make you feel happy?
well, eventually they'll pile up, I'm sure, but I'd rather let that happen naturally. Um,
Okay, well, she gestured at herself. Let's do something.
you want to decorate my room? Okay.
Well, I mean, she looks at it. It's yeah. She looks so worried.
You know, maybe we can do that to sort of occupy ourselves
Are we
while
done
while
here?
we're doing the interview. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, she kind of thinks to herself, we can do the interview, or we can just get to know each other some.
yeah. I am actually a little bit interested to pick your brain on some like journalistic things, if that's something that you're interested in talking about.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I've thought about the news a lot since I came to the city. It's a little bit different format than we have out in the boondocks.
Yeah, where are you from originally? She like takes control of your desk and starts putting out a bunch of planner material, but also like poster supplies and whatnot that apparently she just carries around with her.
Originally I'm from a little town called Ellerton.
Called what?
It's called Dollarton.
She
I say,
wiggles.
having not greenlit this with the DM at all.
She just looks at you. She's like, "Your name is Nikola and changing. You're from Dollarton." She smiles.
Yes. Why?
It's very punny. It's very toon. I like it.
Oh, is it? How come?
Cause, cause you sound like your name is Nickel in change, and then you're from Dollarton.
Oh, I guess. I mean, nickel is a common metal.
I, she looks at you like confused, and then just goes back to having sparkles. Like, what's it like in Dollarton?
Well, it's actually a really nice place. My we got a nice little farm out there, about 100 acres. On Sundays we have an annual farmers market. The the little community center's got a little pool, and um let's see, I mean, really, it's hard for me to articulate because for me that's my norm, and Wellspring City is the place where it's strange and exciting and new. So I guess the word that I'd mostly use to describe Dollarton is home.
Mm. She kind of scribbles down some notes on a notepad.
Do you mind if I ask I guess so a few semesters ago before I moved, we had to do a school project about freedom of the press. And the sort of the journalistic integrity thing, but also the importance of um giving journalists the expressions that they need. Um, I wonder if you have any sort of comment on that or any sort of thoughts off the top of your head. Um,
About freedom of the press?
yeah,
Um, she thinks to herself a moment, and she's like, "Well, I believe that it's good to have multiple viewpoints.
hmm,
I wish our um, you see, kind of her smile big, and she's like, but Wellspring City is just such a nice place."
yeah. I kind of wish too.
One moment. I'm sorry, I'm dying. Uh, I'm looking for my stats. Okay, there it is. Oh, it's /R. Dang it. /R. Da, 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 da. That's a 19. Cool. You can insight her if you want, or you can just take her for her word.
Sure. Are they getting any service level thoughts from her?
Um, can you give me what kind of the description of what that entails? Like,
Uh,
is it detect thoughts? Because I can look it up.
it's basically just detect thoughts, but um,
For the duration, you need the thoughts as soon as soon as you cast a spell on each of your turns until they focus. You might not
oh
only
wait, and the insight. Fuck, the insight. What's my insight?
you initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper. Okay, surface level thoughts. Um, Questions verbally dictated at the
Yeah.
target creature naturally shape the course of its thoughts, so this spell is particularly effective as part of interrogation. You can also use this spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures, blah, 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 blah. All right. Yeah, no, so she's completely truthful. And surface level thoughts, all you get is Wellspring City, such a nice place. Wellspring City, such a nice place on repeat.
Oh, 1 second.
I just sit here. There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Well,
Hello, is it time for dinner on your end?
no, a little bit later.
Okay, cool, like 5:30?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh, we just ordered supper, so it'll take a while. So,
okay. Here, one second, I want to text one of my parents.
mhm.
Um, okay, cool, yeah, Nikola, all you hear is, on repeat, Wellspring City is so nice.
Mm. I think that they kind of lean over to look at the um they look over the art supplies that she's um uh that she's laid out, and they're just like, oh,
I,
I think that these glitter stickers would be lovely somewhere, like maybe part of a poster.
I thought that, do you have any photos of your time here yet?
um I don't think so. I'm not very, technologically minded.
Oh, do you have a computer?
For school.
Okay, well, have you ever seen those really thin printers?
Yes.
The really thin photo printers? She pulls one of those out and she's like, well, we can print some things.
Um, you know, possibly. It's more just that I don't have any photos taken. Um,
Oh, do you have any of back home, like of your old friends?
um, Probably my mom might have some, but I mean, I could always call her up and see if she'll send some, but it might take a while.
Hmm. Okay, well, is there anything that you would like to do? We can just make our own fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to shut you down.
Well, I don't feel shut down. I just keep getting more concerned.
Oh, how come?
Well, to be honest, Nicola, most people will have at least one thing in their room to make them happy, and you don't seem to have a lot, and you've been here a while.
I mean, I got lots of things that make me happy, but they're really not things that you hang up in a room. I mean, I got my friends, I got, my work at school. I find a lot of fulfillment in that. I've, you know, I've got little plants and things outside. Um, I guess I'm not really much of a memento person.
Well, I don't want to force this on you either. We don't have to. I can help you make a planner instead.
No, no, no. I'm sorry. I keep putting my foot in my mouth. I, I like the idea of having, kind of a decorated space, but the fact that I don't already, it isn't, indicative that um, you know, there's something wrong with my life. It's just, I some things are hard to encapsulate in objects.
She nods. I think she starts, by taking out her phone and just being like, well, then how about we make a photo?
That'd be nice. Will you take a selfie with me?
Yeah. Um, she remembers that you have a Nokia and she's like, we can use my phone.
That's probably for the best.
She pulls out her phone. It's like very do you remember like in 2009 or whatever the pink razors?
Yes.
She's got one of those and it's got like one of those dangle keychains.
How is everything about you so damn cute?
She just smiles and sparkles. Just I
Yes,
have an
like that.
aesthetic.
You have an aesthetic.
And she tugs on your shirt, on your overalls to lean down.
They they just sit down so that she can be the tall one.
She angles it with your window so that it's just you guys with a bright sunny background.
Aw,
She looks practiced in phone photos.
interesting. So you do that very well.
Thank you.
You
Well,
know,
sometimes when you don't have a camera for reports, you just do it on your phone. She hooks her phone up to the little printer and prints out like a little 5 by 9 photo. And then she's like,
oh,
we can make a little picture frame for it.
that'd be really nice. I should be more technologically proficient than I am. Since I want to be an engineer one day.
Oh, is that why you hang out with Tailwind?
Oh well, kind of. He's more of a they are more sort of making things and breaking things and finding things to break things better. Well, I want to be into agricultural engineering. I want to
Oh,
make the world better.
do you plan on taking over your farm when you're older?
You know, I don't know. Let's say that's not a bad idea, but I don't know. I don't see myself staying in the country indefinitely. It might be nice to keep this kind of a retreat.
Oh, you'd like to travel.
Well, possibly.
I would love to get out of Wellspring City and explore the world.
I think that an escape from the city would do you well. It's always good to make sure that your horizons are sufficiently expanded.
Mhm.
What are surface level thoughts doing?
Um, wow, Nikola's really nice. I like him a lot.
Oh no, flustered. Okay, flustered. I
Thoughts
think
now. Oh
that
no, is he okay? He looks flushed.
uh, I mean, but I don't want you to get sort of an idealized version of the kind of real world, so to speak. Either every player has some things that need to be changed.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, if you could change one thing about Wellspring City, what would it be?
She thinks, okay. She thinks and she's like, well, I wish there was more support for Bronson.
Oh, you think so? I think that he's almost overly popular. I don't
Uh,
know if I've met someone who's had a bad thing to say about him.
um, just one moment. Oh gosh. Yeah, surface level thoughts are just like thinking about Bronson and his campaigns and how eerily uh how successful they are. And boy,
Mm,
man, how does he do it? Um that's a 22 on deception.
cool.
Just man, thinking about how good Bronson Bucks are. She could really go for a chai tea.
Mm.
That would taste better than the cupcakes. It's like
I
eating
mean,
soft gravel.
step over that far. Why don't you?
Um, she's like, well, I think it would be nice to be able to develop the other side of the river a little nicer, but
Oh, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of got that like urban exploration vibe to it. I've never been myself. Well,
oh, have you been over there?
oh well, I'd like to. Um, it. I'm a little bit curious. You have to. You have to admit that there's sort of a romantic appeal to um an abandoned city across the river. It's like something out of a fairy tale.
I see a lot of graffiti from the other shore, but I've been kind of, well, Bronson says that, nobody should go over there, so, I mean, it could be dangerous, you don't want to get hurt.
I don't know. I mean, graffiti is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. Like, I don't partake, but like, that thing where you like, you blend up some moss and you like paint with it. I think that's super cool.
Hmm.
Or like, yarn bombing. As long as you do that, like, safely and sustainably, and you're not hurting the trees, like that's really cool.
I was thinking it would just be nice to have, like, green, like a park or something. There's not a lot of green in the city.
I roll with deception.
Yeah, roll a deception. Guess I have to try to contest it. Ugh.
13.
13. Okay. Oh boy. Well, if I was playing Sasha, you'd be done for, but one moment.
He doesn't go here.
She doesn't go here. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this is an 8.
They're unreadable. They're cool as a cucumber. They're like, I don't know that I'd noticed, but I mean, now that you mention it, I guess suppose it could use a little bit more foliage.
Surface
No,
level,
that would be.
surface level thoughts. Huh. I don't know how he hasn't noticed. I mean, he said he was from a farm.
I mean, that might be like a nice sort of like urban renewal project. Is just planting trees all over the city, and they might raise morale a little bit.
Oh, does morale need raising?
I mean, does morale always need raising?
That's true.
Mm. I don't know. I think my one worry about the city is that it's kind of a lonely place. You wouldn't think so with so many people in it, but it can be really lonely.
She looks around your room and looks back at you. Are you sure you're okay? Surface
No,
level thoughts are like, is he depressed?
I'm fine. I'm not depressed.
Can she roll insight on that?
Sure.
because she just thought, is he depressed? And he just said it, so.
I
Uh,
should roll in it. Deception, I believe.
oh, right, it's slash R. I keep mixing up Avray and. That's a 15. What's your deception? Probably more. Nicola's a good liar.
Oh, hang on. Doing something weird.
Damn.
26.
Yeah, it's just a strange coincidence. Just like, well, I don't know, I'm just worried about you. You're new and you've never been in the city before, and it can be really overwhelming. And you're from somewhere a lot more greener and spacious, and you had to leave all your friends behind for some reason.
Yeah, well, things happen in life. You just pick up and keep going.
Well, yeah, but
I appreciate
sometimes you need help with that.
this is very true.
I don't necessarily see you hang out with a lot of people except for, well, Sean and Tailwind and Kat, but I don't know how long you hang out for, and you just seem tired a lot.
Uh, I am tired a lot. You know, but
She sparkles and she's like, and you're worried about my sleep schedule.
I am not. I don't hold the equivalent of 3 student body positions
Exactly, so
on
why are you
top.
so tired? She's smiling, teasing you.
They make like they're going to poker with a glitter pen. I
Can she
am
snatch it from you?
probably.
I will roll sleight of hand.
I mean, honestly, you don't have to. They're not going to contest.
She does it and quickly draws a heart on your hand, like ha.
Oh no. Would you look at that? A sign of love. Oh no. How will I go on? I might have to amputate.
She's smiling and surface level thoughts. She's like, I really hope he's telling the truth and that he's okay.
Yeah, I'm in the process of kind of reevaluating some things, and I'm either going to get more support or less work.
Surface level thoughts. Are you? I don't know if he knows what depression is.
Um, and if I need more help, you know, the nice thing about the city is that it must be filled with people like you.
Well, of course, Wellspring City is such a wonderful place.
Is it?
Give me a second. I'm dying. Zen, I'm sorry. It's so hard to keep a straight face. It's a 7. Do you want to roll insight, Nikola?
Sure. We need to get above a 3 for this. So let's get above a 3, Nikola.
Oh, I kind of hope he fails.
Okay, plus 4. 19.
That's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't believe that at all.
I mean, the thing that I like best about Wellspring City is that no matter where you go or what you think, there's people like you who are out there, trying to make the city a little better, one good deed at a time. I just think that's encouraging, you know.
Thank you. Yeah, maybe we can work together on some projects. And you do hear surface level thoughts of, man, I really hope he will do some projects with me.
I would love to do projects with you.
She pulls out a pamphlet. She's like, great, this Saturday there's She's like, the community center is planning to plant some of the gardens in the retirement centers because the elderly can't really get around that well. Would you like to maybe spend some time that afternoon planting flowers with me?
That sounds just lovely.
She hands you the pamphlet nervously a little. Surface level thoughts are, oh shit, he agreed. I'm so glad, but also fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry to keep rambling at you, but it's things like that.
I mean, we're having a conversation. Isn't that what rambling's for?
That's fair.
She
But
like hops
it's
up on your bed so that she's better at eye level with you.
but I don't know. It's thoughts like that make me feel a little bit less afraid in a place like this. You know?
Yeah. City tip.
Oh yeah.
Pretend that you know what you're doing.
Have his vest and a clipboard.
High vis jackets work quite well actually if you want to get into places.
Mm, noted. Noted.
Surface level thoughts of, yeah, it works really well.
Mm. Can I ask one of my favorite icebreakers?
Yeah, sure.
What's something that you want to tell someone that you haven't?
Um, hmm.
I'll go first. This morning I saw the cutest little snail, and it was just munching on a leaf, and it was so cute. And even though I'm supposed to put snails in like the little tomato tin that we use, throw them out, I didn't because it was so cute.
So you wish snails you didn't have to hurt?
Say again?
So you wish you didn't have to hurt the snails?
I mean, I understand that there's sort of an ecosystem, but
Well, why don't you just make a terrarium for them?
no, we do. It's that or we toss them in the neighbor's gardens.
She giggles. She's like, that
Listen,
that explains why their petunias are kind of low class. She smiles
some
at
of
you.
my some of my grandfathers are vicious.
Yeah. She pulls out a paper, um, like of the local community, and she's like, "You have multiple complaints."
That does not surprise me. I'm sorry though, I cut you off from my own question. That's probably interview and no number one.
Oh no, you're fine. Something that I wish I could tell someone. I think things are gonna get better than they are now, and I
I
think
think
things
that
are wonderful right now. And so they
I
can
think
just get better.
I think things are going to be better, but only if we keep working at it.
I didn't add the 5, but that's a 7. Gosh, she's struggling. Surface level thoughts are, gosh, I hate having to do this. You're not sure what that means, and then you hear, oh, he's so nice though.
Mm-hmm.
I really like him. I don't know if I can trust him though.
And can I tell you a little bit of a secret?
Oh no. Yeah, sure. Are you okay?
No, yeah, of course I'm all right.
Me immediately like roll in sorrow.
um, I came here. Uh, I hope that you will treat this confidentially, but I came here because I didn't feel completely safe at home. Um, and so I came here to build a little bit of a new home. Um, and maybe it's just a little bit of a country paranoia. You know that thing where you're not like in a new environment, you don't quite know the rules. But occasionally, I don't feel safe here either. Um, and that's all right as long as there are people there who are willing to acknowledge what's wrong. I can't think of something more infuriating than seeing something wrong and knowing that it's wrong. Um, but everyone telling you that it's all right. I think that person could go crazy like that. So
That was a 18 on insight.
they are looking right at you.
Cool. They said they were fine.
Um, they are speaking evenly. They are um making eye contact. They are um they aren't speaking with, a sort of like nervousness or fear as much as they are resolution. And they with an 18, they just put something on the table and they are waiting to see if she's going to take it or leave it.
Where is Nikola right now?
I've been imagining them like sitting with like different pieces of poster board on the floor. Like fairly close. Um,
She hops down and puts, there is a star and a heart sticker that is sparkly, and she looks at both and picks up the heart and puts it in one of the corners.
now that's nice.
Hmm. I'm sorry that you don't feel safe.
Well, it's the sort of problem that can be worked on. I like those much better than the ones that you can't do anything about.
Say that again?
They said, well, it's a kind of problem that can be worked on. I like those much better than the kind that you can't do anything about.
Yeah, I think almost anything you can work on. And if not, then you can just punch your way through. Usually with help.
Definitely with help.
Yeah. Nicola's surface level thoughts. She's like, boy, I hope you can help.
God, Nikola in my head feels like they're playing four-dimensional chess with half the pieces.
She's also just like, she's gotta know, right? She's gotta know. You're not sure what that's about, but she does look at
Mm.
the heart in the corner.
Mm.
Like, I'm trying to make it obvious.
Nikola roll insight.
Yeah.
It's like heart in the right corner. That's in my head. They're just like, does that mean something, or do I need to go to sleep? Okay, insight. I don't know why I'm looking it up. I've done it 3,000 times today. R D20 plus 4.
She's been trying to flirt.
What? Nikola falls over.
That's not a roll.
Wait, no, hang on.
That's just math.
Oh my gosh.
Try again.
Thank you, then. No, you're okay. I appreciate you letting me know. Watch this be a net one.
Nah, same result.
Nikola falls over.
Lina looks at you concerned. Just, oh shit, why did he fall over? Internal thought. Surface level.
We just stay on the floor for a second, just like, one second. They pop back up. Sorry, what were we talking about?
I in her mind she's just like, oh shit, what were we talking about? Would you she pulls out that other snack. Would you like a brownie?
Have a luck brownie. Thank you. Then try a brownie.
It is really good. It's got fudge in it.
It's a great brownie.
Yep. Thank you. My dad taught me how to bake.
So question about those the flower point event. Is that like a group event? Like should I bring other people, or is that just kind of like just sort of something to do?
Well, I was hoping it could. I mean, you can bring other people if you want. She's mental surface thoughts are like. I mean, I guess you can bring other people.
No, that's fine. But I wasn't sure if you want me to spread the word, or just I got a lot of grandparents who would probably get a kick out of it. But it's just fine if it's just us.
She has the moral conflict internally of, well, it'd be really good to have other people, and then you say grandparents, and she's like, not those people. She's like, I'm pretty sure some of your grandparents have relocated from this particular nursing home when they joined the polycule, so maybe not some of them.
Yeah, that could be awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, just forget what I said.
I'm
I'm
worried
fine with just.
Tailwind might accidentally make something explode. Cat could be fun, but also might disappear something or just get distracted. Sean could be good if you wanted, but it could be fun just us.
Yeah, I'll give it some thought. See, I'll get everyone's calendars together. I'll, crunch some schedules. Some. Yeah, so you think I should use pink or purple here?
Purple. You're purple. I like purple.
Okay, purple's nice.
Purple is nice.
Oh, that's nice. Hello.
Hi.
We might want to wrap up part one and reconvene after supper and family stuff. But oh boy,
Yeah. Hi. She's sitting next to you, and she helps you put on the purple.
hmm. You know, I do like the purple. I think you got a wonderful eye. What do you think about some blue next to it?
Yeah. Blue's good. My favorite color's pink too.
Mm. How about pink and blue?
Yeah, that's good.
Let me put some pink and blue. All right. I guess that's as good a place as any to end part one.
Yes. I was just gonna pause the record, or I guess I could stop it and then just stitch them together later.
All right. I'll pause the recording.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
gonna stop it just in case my computer does something funky.
Fair enough. And we're back with part two of Ask-A-Lotl. Um, last we left off, Nikola was dying, having discovered that they are being flirted with.
There's an axolotl with a crush. It's okay. It's not that Lina said hi to everybody in the hallway every single day, and Nikola does the same thing or anything like that. Axolotl.
No, you may not crush the Lotl. Do not squish her.
Maybe
She is
it's like
precious.
blue soup.
No. Um,
Is the picture frame done?
the picture frame is probably done. They hold it up.
She's like, okay, you're gonna have to figure out where you want this because I will not be able to reach up high enough to place it.
How about here, where I can kind of see it from everywhere.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. See, I think I have some command strips. Hang on, Gran, do we have commands? They leave the room, looking for command strips.
Oh no, she's left alone in the room.
Yep,
Can she roll investigation lightly?
absolutely. She can roll
Cool.
investigation.
Why did you do this to her? Like she's not gonna look. She'll lightly look. She's not gonna super snoop. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. We'll find out. It's a surface. Not opening anything, but surface. What's your investigation? Okay. Boop. It's a 15! Pretty solid.
All right. They left out some letters from uh their mom and their mother. Both of whom seem to love them very much. With a 15, you like skim the contents. You don't like full on like read them, but they're like, I think that you get that the content is both are framed in different ways to appeal to both parents. Like their mother, they assure that they have lots of social connections. That they're being safe. No one seems to be ostracizing them. With their mom, they're like, well, uh, Wellspring City isn't perfect. It's a little bit despotic, but no place is perfect, and it just means that they have an opportunity to make it better for the generation that comes after them.
She keeps reading that last bit over and over and over and over because it's like, oh, he actively wants to change it. Oh, he actively wants to.
It's like a fixer-upper, except it's an entire city, and people will probably try to stop them.
She's like, can't stop reading it.
Like one of those house flipping shows, except it's far-reaching political change.
She wants to read the rest of that letter. She's trying so hard not to. She's just like, he has thoughts and opinions contrary to the standard. Ooh.
Of all um the moms, I feel like their ma Penny is the one who's most likely to have overthrown a government in the past.
In the past, casually, you mean their name ain't changed for nothing.
Let's see. I think that you get you do discover some books that they're reading. There's a lot of fantasy marks, a little bit of fantasy. Judith Butler. Um, she's like gender philosophy.
Lina's making some mental notes, taking some actual notes. Like, oh, that looks good. I'm gonna read that.
um,
Is there
a lot of
anything
books.
of personality in this room other than this picture frame?
I mean, the books are probably kind of seditious. The books are probably not Wellspring City Library approved.
She's just like, ooh, banned books.
The Angst cloak is not like just out. The Angst cloak is in their hammer space. Give them a little bit of credit,
Oh gosh, I
Sean.
really hope that's on your fumble chart. It
I'll
probably
update it.
it probably shouldn't be, but at the same time, just pulls out a blanket. Ignore that.
Their comfort blankie.
It's my comfort item. Puts it back in hyperspace.
Um, but yes, there's that. You know what?
She
On
she does. Oh,
underneath the pillows, and you only see this because a little leg is sticking out. Underneath the uh underneath the covers or underneath the pillows, you pull out an old ratty stuffed animal in the shape of a piggy bank.
oh. She puts it back so quickly.
Um, you can see
That is the cutest thing she's ever seen. She's tearing up, like, oh no, it's so cute.
and the dollar signs are actually like peacefully embroidered hearts
Oh
with
no, its hand's
lines
so.
through them. And along the belly it says, "Seize the means of production."
What does it say?
Seize the means of production.
These are the means of production.
Seize the means of production.
Seize the means of production. Oh gosh, revolutionary. She does this weird thing where she goes on the opposite side of the bed if it's not in a corner, lays down and looks under the bed.
What would be underneath the bed?
It could be clean. She's curious.
I think it's clean except for um, I'm gonna say an anime DVD case that Cat has lent them. It has a post-it note uh labeled Cat's return by and it's a couple weeks from Friday.
Lina
That's
looks
just
at
where
it.
they keep the things that are in their possession that aren't theirs, so they don't get them mixed up with their own things.
I feel like I don't know if you probably don't know this anime, but you would love it. I feel like it's like an XP version of Mushishi, which is a super chill, supernatural anime.
Hmm. I don't hate that. Yeah.
And she's just like, I love that anime. Just like we could watch that together.
um.
Her eyes are sparkling. She gets distracted, realizes, oh, I should probably stand up. Stands up.
I think that the last thing I want to give you is Man,
Carpet or hardwood or rug?
hardwood.
She's nodding like she approves.
I think that um
She knows there's
on
things on top of
one
those shelves that she can't see. It irritates her.
there is the only thing hanging on the wall is a calendar. Um and it's um rolling in I will the for the audience I will say there are tally marks on the days when they've had to fight mutants. I don't know what to make Lina roll to notice that or
Maybe a
to put that
history?
together. Could be history.
Or at least to recognize a pattern. Not
Yeah.
necessarily tied to mutants. Okay, let's do that to see if she. I feel like that would be investigation to recognize a pattern.
Mm-hmm. Like what you see is strange markings. You don't necessarily know what they mean.
Yeah, but she might be able to be like, oh, that's significant.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe they just like to doodle on their calendar. There's not too much else on there.
Does it seem intentional?
Seems intentional.
Without the flash on her phone, she takes a very quick picture.
Yeah, that's not a 17. That's a 21.
That's a 21. Yeah, she takes a quick picture of Nicola's calendar.
Uh, don't know how much to give you without breaking Zen's game,
No,
but
like I can talk to Zen later. She just has that now. I'm gonna write down picture of. Oh, they say go for it.
ooh, uh, yeah. In that case, um, that this looks a lot like these are familiar dates.
Um, she goes on her own. She goes onto a different phone that she pulls out of her hammer space and double checks something and looks at the dates and double checks something and double checks the dates and double checks something and just kind of nods and puts that phone back in her hammer space and deletes the photo off her phone.
I think Nikola walks back into the room like, sorry about that. My grand didn't have it, but my grandma did. But the only one who knew that my grandma had it was my grandmother. Except it was the wrong grandmother that we were at. Never mind.
Uh,
Anyway, I got the command strips.
she she puts her hands up in the air like woo.
What are the surface busts doing?
Just like why does he have those dates on his calendar?
Oh fuck. I will roll an insight. I think not to drop something.
You mean
Or not
deception?
deception.
I also shall roll insight against your deception.
Great.
17.
All right. Oh no.
Beat him. Beat him by 3.
No.
She stares at you with sparkle eyes, just like, where do you want to put the photo?
Uh, um,
Surface thoughts. Those are really interesting dates.
um, I feel like I had a thought. How about over there where I can see it?
Are you okay?
Yup.
She tilts her head and sparkles. And surface thoughts. Oh, is something wrong with him? Is he?
No, can you, I'm gonna, uh, can you tell me if it's level or not? Just stand over there.
Okay. She like pulls out the chair from your desk to stand on to help see if it's even.
Uh, they, I think they're going to distract her by being very bad at leveling this.
Immediately her surface level thoughts are, is he like having a stroke? She's like, she even looks at you at one point and like, she's like, do you have like a temperature? Are you okay?
I feel fine. I'm just, I don't
Okay.
know. It's hard to tell when it's up close.
Alright, this is gonna be, just pick me up, I got this.
All right,
She
they
like
pick
weighs
her up.
nothing. She just immediately confidently sticks it and it's like perfect.
Well, hell,
She's like breathes a sigh of OCD relief.
I appreciate your expertise, Miss Noticia.
Yeah, no, noticia.
Excuse me.
It's okay, it's not common.
They put her down.
She was about to be like, you can put me down now.
Sorry. I appreciate it. The room feels lively already.
Yeah, I hope I didn't overstay my welcome. Do you want to hang
That's
out a
what
little bit more? Or do you want me to go? Or
I'd love to hang out a little bit more.
I did accidentally see the anime under your bed. Maybe we could watch that sometime. Um,
Oh yeah. I got that from Tet a couple days ago.
yeah. Uh, um, surface level thoughts. She's like, what do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? What do we do? What do you do? What do you do when you go to a friend's house? Oh, I haven't done this in forever.
You know, it's such a lovely day outside. One of the things that I like to do to just sort of get the lay of the land, so to speak, is I'll just take a walk by the riverside. Would that
Sur-
be interesting?
surface level thoughts. Just the river, but that's like super. I mean, I like the river, but it's not super polluted. She's like, well, yeah, the river's pretty. I like swimming, but maybe not in that river.
Not in that river.
Surface level thoughts. It's not that bad.
Um. Actually, I mean, have you ever been in that river before?
Once or twice when I was little and I didn't know better.
Fair enough.
She gestures at herself. I'm an amphibian, so
I noticed.
thanks.
They're just like, yeah, a walk would be nice. It's getting towards the end of fall. Might as well enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh, hey, there's this gas station nearby. We could get something there.
Oh, the A12? Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, absolutely. That's Perspicuti's a good business owner to support.
And it's just like, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think it's actually a gas station. It just looks like one without the pumps.
Yeah, they even have like the overhanging thing, but like just you just
It kind of,
drive up like it's like a
That's the
one of those
word.
old-fashioned,
It's like really convenient to go there and you shop.
like a corner store.
Yeah, like a corner store.
We bully the DM in the comments.
So convenient to go to that store. Speaking of convenience, should we pick up anything for your grandparents for dinner or something? I could help make it before I go. Unless I could I stay for dinner?
I can't imagine they'd have any, um,
I can make something edible for you.
the grandparent who made the cookies is not, going to be the one cooking dinner. Actually, hang on. Grandmama, what are we cooking for dinner? And from another apartment you hear, oh, I'm just going to finish up that last bit of bear haunch.
Lina stares. Surface level
We're
thoughts. I don't know if I can eat bear. Can I eat bear? Also, like, hopefully it's like was berry season and not like meat season. Otherwise, it's gonna not taste good.
it apparently we're finishing off the last launch of Dire Bear.
What do your grandparents do?
Oh well, I mean you can get anything at the A12.
I need to interview perspicuity at some point.
Zen said we can buy anything there, and I've been taking that and running with it.
Good. I feel like she gets her little jacket and puts it on and just uh makes
If
sure that she
if
looks
any
nice and then just very happily like sways on her feet ready to go.
and aside, if anyone's worried, it was vegetarian bear haunch.
How does that was the bear vegetarian?
That was me addressing the audience. You know how she don't belong in this dimension.
Oh, whoops, wonder.
Uh, yeah, Nikola just goes and they grab
Really quick,
again.
what's Nicola's walking speed?
Their walking speed is 30.
Beautiful. Lena, as soon as Nick opens the door, she tags his leg and starts running.
Okay,
She's like, "You're it!"
I'm not though.
She stops. Have you never played tag?
Of course I played tag. I just don't want to right now.
Really? It's such a nice day, and I was gonna beat you downstairs.
I mean, I guess we can play. They're like walking back up to her. I guess we can play it if we really want. But you're it. They
You
run.
fucker! She skitters to follow. When you're on the staircase down, she instead of running, she hops up on the railing and starts sliding.
They stop and hug the wall so that she moves fast.
Passes him. Here, I'm gonna roll a quick one moment. I hope she rolls well, but we'll see. 19 on acrobatics. She lands in a somersault epic anime pose and then bolts out the door.
Nicola's very tempted to just go back up and go out a fire escape. They're a superhero. What the fuck do you want from them?
Do you want to
think
see?
that they
Do you want to see who makes it to the 8 to 12 first?
sure.
Should we like make three rolls? Athletics or acrobatics.
Uh, sure.
Okay.
What is your athletics with your acrobat? Ooh, okay. Alrighty.
It's probably really good. Okay.
Damn,
Let's see.
alright.
No, it's R. R. D. 20 plus 3. There's 1.
Okay.
Okay. So Nikola wins that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next one.
So you were jumping and then you see them just sort of neatly, like, swing themselves down from the fire escape and take off.
She grumbles. She's like, "Hey!" She's having fun.
Next round.
19.
Ooh.
She like does a somersault roll to catch up to you, somehow climbs your back and jumps off of you.
How does that work? Alright.
Like a diving board. And she zoom ahead. How is she
Alright.
so fast? She's so little. She's like
One
on
more?
all fours somehow now, skittering.
Alright, one more?
One more.
Oof, okay.
Ha!
Hey!
You start to close in, but she slides into the 8 to 12 first, and just looks at you from the other side of the class, and you hear the muffled "woo."
They,
You might be a superhero, but for whatever reason, she beat you.
she sure did. They give her a little clap as they walk through the doors.
She's just like, long legs aren't everything.
No, apparently you need spot too.
You need what?
Fight too.
Lina just like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sure, sure.
Her eyes are sparkly. She looks so completely innocent. She has no idea what you're talking about.
Oh no, they love her. Oh no, they love her. I can't believe we've done this.
Tortures you.
Me, I'm having a blast. However, Nikola, is sure here.
Lina turns to the counter.
So I think Perspicuity walks out from the back room with like a container full of syrup for like the slushy machine and is like, good afternoon, my young friends. Is there anything that I can help you out with this afternoon?
Lina looks at Nikola.
That perspicuity. Are we food? 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 What's it,
Yeah.
Lina? Are we food?
Yeah,
I think we're
also,
food.
weren't we gonna pick something up for your grandparents?
Oh, that's right.
You
We
got the
need,
list, right?
I do have the list. Let's see. We need coat hangers. We need, WD-40. We
Always.
need, um,
Probably more command strips.
50 cases of, Gorilla Tape.
Wow.
We need, another hunter bear and a bear seasoning. This says, uh, the unspilled blood of the innocent. No, actually, no. Excuse me. I can't read my grandparents' writing. It says oranges.
Ah, so their usual order then. Yes, give me just a moment to assemble it. And he like walks off to set the syrup down next to the slushy machine and go pull some things from the shelves.
Oh, and Grandma May said that she phoned ahead about a special order of lead-lined boxes.
That she did. I should have those in the back.
All right. Can we? Can I help you carry everything? I know it's a lot.
Don't trouble yourself with it, young Nikola. I have it well under control.
I love persecuting so much.
Lina's surface thoughts right now are just like, lead-lined boxes? They didn't have that last time I was here.
I have no idea what my Grandma May uses the lead-lined boxes for.
She shrugs. You never know. How much radium does she own?
You know, it's never come up. But that seems like one of those things that you should talk. Kind of like wills and funeral arrangements is one of those things that never comes up naturally, but you should still like it just sort of put on the table is how much radium they have.
The fact that you didn't say no immediately is concerning. Surface level slot is just like, nice.
How much radium do you have?
I don't have any radium, but I have some irradiated rocks, but they're naturally irradiated, so it's not harmful. It was for a science project.
Alright.
I mean, it's fun to show people how Geiger counters work.
Geiger counters are very cool.
Yes, they are. She pulls out a Geiger counter.
Heathen!
Oh
I have a question.
Yeah, I was just about to type, like, hang on.
How does Catalyst V affect Geiger counter?
You know, this never came up in the show. I do think Nikola would set it off.
Oh no.
Not like a crazy amount, but like there's definitely some beeps and pings as it is pointed towards Nikola.
Yeah, she's kind of like, see, look, the counter's normal, this is normal. She kind of turns, it starts beeping a little bit more. And she's like, she turns back towards Nikola, it like beeps a little bit more. She takes it off Nikola, puts it back on Nikola, takes it off Nikola, puts it back on Nikola, looks at Nikola. Maybe your grandparents do own something irradiated?
Maybe I do need to have that conversation, yeah.
Maybe the lead-lined box is for you.
I mean, I hope not.
And Perspicuity walks back over with like a crate full of stuff and is like, "Fear not, the lead-lined boxes are quite small. I doubt that you would fit inside. They would not really be considered for human or toon body use."
Lina pauses for a moment and then points it at Perspicuity.
You're killing me here. Much, much, much weaker than Nikola, but there are like a couple of stray pings.
Lina nodding. That makes sense. Puts it away.
I love the idea Perspicuity, like, coming back to, like, Nikola being brandished with a Geiger counter by this small tune. And just being like, that's normal. That's really nothing to worry about.
Look, she comes in here to buy the Weekly Shonen.
I mean, like, look at his reaction when you barged in as, like, full monster mode mutants. This guy is unflappable.
Fair.
Lina was like, "Oh, can I also have like she like raises her hands really big, like a giant marmalade slushie."
Certainly. I think I just restocked the extra large cups for the machine.
She looks at Nikola. They're like my size.
Can I have like a medium uh blueberry raspberry one?
Yes, as soon as I refill the raspberry syrup. They're also like, this
Okay.
is a gas station. You get your own.
Haha, you did it! It's a gas station!
I mean, I said it's like a gas
Ah,
station.
dang it.
I said it's like a gas station.
It's for
It's
people
like-
gas. Food.
When you go into 7-Eleven, you dispense your own slushy.
Oh, I'm just thinking of, I don't know why, but the 7-Eleven we had when I lived in Michigan, you weren't allowed to get your own, I think because the privilege had been abused.
Maybe. I've never gotten a slushy from any establishment, but it's not like a restaurant or like a movie theater where like you order it and they like hand you it already made. You can go get your own.
She gets the giant glass contain like the cup and just goes over. It's like her size and she just easily goes over and starts filling it up with like this bright orange slushy.
Nikola gets a blue and pink slushie. That is
Oh
a
my
normal
God.
size.
She like holds hers up like it weighs like super easily and just like, would you like some?
Yeah, I'll take some. You want some of mine?
Sure.
Oh my God, they're sharing.
Nikola, this tastes like marmalade.
It tastes like marmalade.
Yeah, it's marmalade. This tastes like raspberry.
This tastes like raspberry and that flavor that things get when they should be blueberry, but instead they just kind of taste blue.
It's blue flavor.
Blue flavor.
Her lips would be stained blue, but she's already blue.
Yeah. Like, I like that. It's very, very, very sweet. But also citrusy. Like there's layers to it.
Like
Kind
your
of
what?
surprises you. There's layers to it. It kind of surprises you.
Her surface thoughts are like, is he trying to be like introspective about slushies?
Nicholas like, oh, I'm back to flirting.
Alina's just like, yeah, I like it. She smiles happily. Just walks off at this thing like her size she could probably hide in very happily.
Thank you, Mr. Perspicuity.
She does pay.
Yeah.
Actually, she pays for Nicola's slushie too.
Oh my God. That's adorable.
They wanted to pay for hers.
Ha! Beat you to it.
It's fine. They can put money into her pocket.
She doesn't have pockets.
We'll find a way. I think that
Nicole will just have to get it next time.
This is true.
Actually, Lina says that. You can get it next time.
Nikola goes. They're already purple. They blush a very bright magenta.
Lina, internal monologue, cackles.
I think that like if Lina exits the store first, Nikola will lean over to Perspicuity and go, next week, would you mind if we if the gang uses your roof for a few hours? We I want to have a talk with have everyone have kind of a family meeting and I want to be on neutral ground, but also pretty private, and also might get heated. I'll pay for any like roof damage.
I don't think it would be a problem. You're welcome to use the roof.
Thank you very, very much.
You look over and Lina's holding the door for you.
I
You didn't hear it. She's just drinking her slushy.
Well,
They
don't
walk
keep your
over.
friend. Sorry.
Oh.
I was just gonna say, well, don't keep your friend waiting. Have a nice evening, Nikola.
Hey, you said the same to you, Mr. Perspicuity. Goodbye.
Lina just waves by. Bye, perspicuity.
And he waves back.
Nikola fast walks away before Perspicuity can buy anything.
Lina is like taking these adorable big steps as she holds this giant, like cartoonishly big container of slushy.
Do you
As she
want me
drinks
to?
from it.
You want me to hold that for you so that you can walk?
As she does not stop drinking and just nods no. This is hers.
Fair enough.
She looks well practiced doing this. Half of it is like a third of it is already gone somehow.
Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I go, well, no wonder you're so sweet. All that sugar.
One moment. Did you roll a D20 or a D2, Nick?
A D2.
Oh dear. What did you do, Author?
Say again?
I'm like, why? Why was it a D2? What was the other option? You don't have to tell me.
The other option was not saying the flirtatious line that came into their head.
Oh, because what they said wasn't flirtatious.
No, that was the flirting. That was them trying to flirt. The one would have been them being quiet and just looking at her and being like smiling. Because sweet person drinking sweet thing.
She just looks up and smiles, and she has like literal sparkles all around her, and she just happily keeps drinking. There's an air of agreeance. She is very happy with slushy. Half of it is gone already.
Jesus. They barely touched theirs.
Is this why she has so much energy? She also drinks like Bronson bucks every day. How is she so little?
He has the metabolism of a tank.
And go noom.
She's a little energizer bunny.
By the time you get back, unless you want a detour.
I mean, I thought they were going to the Riverside School.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they go to the riverside. By the time they're at the riverside, she's done with her drink.
Man, that is so much sugar.
She just puts it in her hammer space to dispose of later. She's just sparkling, her eyes comedically orange to emphasize how much sugar she has consumed, and she's like, "It was so good, though."
I am glad that you are happy. I'm so happy that you are enjoying life.
She's like vibrating slightly.
Maybe they like gaze out towards Ennsville, just like, yep, there it is. And then back at her because, oh my god, so cute.
Gosh, I have to roll for something. So they can see Insel. Okay.
Say again?
That's a 7. I forgot that 5 didn't add properly. You hear her mind just kind of like wander, like, I wonder what he's up to right now. So Surface level thoughts.
Mhm. What do you think about?
Oh, a friend.
Oh yeah.
I know him from one of my recycling clubs. It's through the community center, though. I don't think he goes up anymore.
Oh, you. I didn't know that you were part of a recycling club.
Not anymore. It was a while ago.
Fair enough. Do you know of any groups that are doing something similar right now?
Not really. She's telling like a half truth, Nikola.
No.
It's not a complete lie.
What kind of things do you guys recycle?
She looks at you confused, like, well, I mean, the normal things like, plastic and paper. Sometimes we do tin cans. Um, a lot of it is soda cans that we collect from, stores and whatnot that have, it's just basic recycling.
Fair enough.
You can find a
Uh,
lot of things to do through the community center.
Maybe I'd better check it out sometime. Do you think that's the sort of thing that I'd be interested in?
Um, yeah, but I mean, maybe you should get more sleep first. And she smiles at you.
This is fair. This is very fair. You speak truth.
Yeah, but I find it really fun helping in the community, and you sounded like you'd be interested too. Maybe see what you like on Saturday while planting the flowers. Some of the directors will be there. You can ask.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to say it's very, very encouraging to see people working to um improve the city.
She smiles and nods. Surface level thoughts are just like, someone's got to do it. Can't
I
believe
mean,
you
it's
can
not like
read
it's going to get
minds.
better by itself. Sorry, Susan?
I wiggle. I'm just like, darn you, Nikola, reading minds.
I'm sorry, I did not catch even part of that.
I said, darn you, Nikola, reading minds.
Like they do agree. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. And by dirty, they mean the mayor.
I think she just is, she's slightly distracted, and you can see her thoughts drifting a little, but not quite catching on anything. She's just like ambient thinking
Mm.
about lots of projects. Like, oh yeah, that's right, she has a swim meet in a few days. Oh right, she needs to go over that treasury thing, and she's basically got to do some secretary work with that. Oh gosh, she hopes that tailwind hasn't accidentally exploded anything else in the school.
And put them way over budget.
She's got to get more canned food for that one family. Um,
Hmm.
she's hoping she can snag like some old video games for someone.
I know that you have your sort of group of friends at school, but like, how much of a community do you see in this city? That's one of the things that I kind of miss about the country is that sort of feeling of everyone helping each other, everyone in the same boat.
Well, I mean, if you want a sense of community, you can go to the community center.
Well, I mean, I'm more wondering about your personal experience. 'Cause, you've got fingers in so many pots.
Oh, well, you definitely have to work for it. It's not always going to find you, and you're probably going to be the one who has to make the effort. Because there's so many people, people just assume that things will happen. and sometimes you have to be the one that makes them happen, in my experience.
That's a school that I can get behind. Thank you.
Yeah. She totally went into, like, representative mode. It would be nice if there were some other people that would be more willing to participate, but sometimes you gotta realize what you're good at and embrace it.
I suppose one does.
Surface level thoughts are, even if it's out of spite.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, sure. She somehow has pulled out like a little slice of cake and is eating it when you weren't looking.
How do you have that much sugar on? Never mind. I'm not here to judge.
She just looks up with you with the most shiny, sparkly eyes, like innocently, like, what?
Sure, what?
I don't
Absolutely
care.
what?
She pulls out another one. Do you want one? It's chocolate.
Sure, I'll take some chocolate cake. Um, I really like you, Lina. I think that you're someone really special. Um, I'm looking forward to seeing you more.
Her brain has gone static and she's staring at you.
They take a couple steps, but they're like, hi, too much, too much. I'm sorry.
Her face is a little blushed. She's like, no, you're fine. And she just goes back to eating her cake, just flushed from sugar. She eats the cake faster.
I, um, yes. Anyway, yes. So I'm looking forward to attendance flyers on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, it will be fun.
Yes. It sounds like it. They're fucking disasters.
Surface level thoughts like, I've never done this before. Why is this so hard?
Yeah, Nick was like, yes, that fucking same.
He's really nice. I just want to be his friend.
I think they're just like, oh, I think that like they stop walking again at that, like, oh, friend? Okay, maybe okay.
She's like, and then when we're friends, maybe something else. I don't know, but she's like, in that one book I read, it said that be friends first is really good. Sorry,
Nick was
Nikola.
like, what if I did?
Mind reading isn't going to be helpful.
It really isn't. I think right now they're just like, what if I jumped in the river? What is that? I'll just wash up at the junkyard, like, throw me in the refuse, I'm done for.
Washes up on the shore, just like Hey Tailwind. What's up?
I'm afraid that their superhero is done there now with like wood floating in current.
Hi, they're trying out for the part of the door in Titanic. Because this ship is sinking.
Ooh, okay.
I'm teasing.
Well, yeah,
Exactly like that. Exactly like that. I was legitimately thinking of that comic.
Hmm?
The Spectator Talk.
Hang on.
Paranatural.
I gotta read. It's small on my screen.
Just the man in the stream.
Um, sorry, I mean to get out of spectator talk. Whew. Well, indeed, yes, and good golly, tally-ho, and all that.
Are you alright?
No,
Oh, what's wrong?
I embarrassed myself and now I'm dealing with the consequences of my action.
Oh, huh?
I'm fine.
You're bad at lying.
You're not, that's actually the problem. I think they just sit in the grass and they're just like, I'll be fine, just 1 second. And they bury their head in the grass.
She just like goes over and sits next to him cross-legged and waits. Are you dead?
Yes,
Why did
I'm
you
so
die?
sorry. I died of tuberculosis.
That's... no.
Alright, I'll pick something else. The
Um,
Black Death.
one moment, let me see something. Cool, she pulls out a little blanket and just kind of puts it over you.
You are intolerably sweet.
Thank you. You are intolerably tall. Except it's completely tolerable.
Thank you, take that as a compliment.
It was meant as one, but also trying to make you smile, because right now it looks like you're trying to inhale dirt.
I'm smiling into the earth. Mother Earth sees my smile.
Mother Earth sees my smile.
Like, they're self-combusting, and they're not functioning.
You get the surface level thought of the dance in a few weeks. And then she shoves that out of her head. And she's like, so...
Nikola does not say anything out loud, but they're just like, I am embarrassing myself trying to burrow into the earth like a worm. And she's like, I want to dance with that.
Look at that funky cowboy, I want to dance. I think she just like eventually pulls out a tiny pillow and like slides it under his face.
You are ruining my dirt.
No,
My dirt is ruining your pillow.
no.
They said up, okay.
Okay. Would you like to yell into the paddle?
And that seems rather rude to the pillow. I will.
It's Nikola, it's a pillow, it's meant for this.
You just keep a screaming pillow on you at all
Don't
times?
you deny it, its purpose! She like stands up and her height doesn't change. She's like cartoonish, like huffy puffy, just like, but you deny it, its purpose!
Fine. They bury their face in the pillow and they go, ah. And they stand up.
She sighs, she's like, no, it's more like this. She takes it and goes...
We did not hear anything.
Oh, my attempts to make it not heard worked too well.
Fair
It's
enough.
just like...
You're going in and out and it's better.
And then she hands it over to him.
I think they just hug it like a teddy bear, and they're just like,
Are they still sitting down?
Yes,
She takes the blanket and just kind of puts it over his head.
they lay back down.
Do you feel better yet? Oh, no, he died.
I really don't know how to react to this.
You get Lina's
Wait.
thoughts of, huh?
Wait,
What?
oh no, I just thought, well, if the blanket is covering their face like a hood, it probably does not look unlike what they like in their angst blanket.
I mean, this is a bright pink blanket with flowers.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, can look ominous and bright pink blanket with flowers.
I would not put it past them, but also I'm just like, oh no,
I think she
it's
just
kind
sees
of.
that and giggles, because like, aw, he looks so gloomy. But it's so hard to look gloomy, because he's in a bright pink blanket with flowers.
I think that they very carefully move the cloak off so that, like, if she ever sees them as Omen, she doesn't have like a eureka moment of, oh, I've seen that like little bit of nose poking out of the shadows before.
She puts it back on him.
Why do you do this?
Because I'm messing with you.
They put the blanket over her head.
She giggles. She just looks like a pink ghost now. She puts up her arms and goes, woo!
Oh no!
Do you feel better
They
yet?
fall back. They fall backward. I'd feel very much better.
She gives him a hug.
They
The
hug
blanket's
back.
still over her.
They
like,
hug back this lanky scarecrow tune.
She's just like, you get a ghost hug.
Oh no. Hug back ghost.
The hugs will haunt you forever. They shall always find you. You have been cursed by the hug ghost.
I feel like there's a cartoon with that premise.
Sorry, what?
I feel like there's a cartoon with that premise.
Maybe?
Maybe.
She just stands there very matter-of-factly in the blanket.
I think that they lift the blanket so that they're in a blanket fort made with their head.
Feeling better?
Yeah. Hey, Lina?
Yeah?
You're really, really cute. And really, really kind.
Your face just starts going pink, but it's kind of hard to tell at first because the light reflecting through the pink blanket makes everything kind of pink.
They respectfully exit the blanket fort made with both of their heads. So it's just her.
She just the blanket says, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're also very nice, and internally you hear, and cute.
Hey, Lina.
Yeah.
Do you want to go with the dance with me?
She falls over and rolls down the hill.
No, wait, come back. These skirts catch up. No. Literally.
She's burritoed in the blanket with it over her head. She's like, I did not mean to do that.
They very carefully stand her on her little feet, and they very carefully grab one corner blanket, and they go, all right, you'll be a little bit dizzy, but this will make it much better. And they yank so that she spins in a circle and it unravels.
She has smear frames, and then she balances, and she's like, okay. She points at you. in like anime bravado and says, "Yes, I would like to go to the dance with you."
That that'd be really nice.
Yep. She's just like standing for pointing at you. Puts her hand
Um,
down awkwardly, like, "Thank you."
thank you. You're welcome.
Yep. She like sticks out a hand for a handshake and then puts it down. She doesn't know what to do.
I mean, do you still want to come back for a?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Think you don't have to keep thinking me.
You don't have to what?
You don't have to keep thinking me.
Yep. Sorry. Thanks. I mean, she hides in the blanket. She starts walking.
Wait, no, the traffic. Maybe they scramble so that she does not run into traffic.
She's like, "Thanks," and just starts walking in the direction she's put in.
I think that they just kind of hold the blanket like a leash.
She just walks determinedly. You still have the pillow.
They still have the pillow. Um,
The hilarious part is that they're going to walk in to dinner with the grandparents, both blushing.
yep. And 50 fucking grandparents are going to snap their heads around. 50 fucking grandparents are going to stand up. 50 grandparents are going to descend upon them like a vulture.
Lina, tiny, just ah!
Nikola, it's just like, remember me.
She's just like ah! Holds on the leg, save me! She's like, I'll remember you and tell your story. Writes down a notebook.
Nikola, 6 o'clock. November 27th. I think Nikola, like, after she's gone, do you want me to roll to see if they remember to give the pillow back to Lina?
Yeah, sure. Or you can just, because she might not say anything, because it's like, oh yeah, he can keep that, and I have more.
They remember, damn it. You know what? No, they
They
don't. They do
remember,
not
but
remember.
Lina purposely leaves before he can give it back.
I think that that night they uh look at the clock and realize they have been up for over 27 hours. And now they can't sleep for a much better reason than the night before. But thinking about that reminds them that they are either going to have to convince the rest of the group to let them tell Lina, or they're going to have to do to Lina what their mom did to their mon mother.
Hey Nicola, what does your phone notification sound like?
Uh, Bender Twing.
You get a banjo twang.
They roll over and they grope around for their phone. It falls off the night table. They go get it.
It has one of those tired humor jokes where it's just like, I asked for snuggles, but all I get are struggles, and it has like a pigeon, and it's from Lina.
They send back, um,
And then it's like, I hope you have a good night. I had fun today.
she sees, typing emoji, like the typing icon, the typing icon, the typing icon, delete, 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 pause, typing icon. This goes on for a while, and then she gets, I had fun too. I hope we get to do it again sometime. Thank you for the slushy. Typing icon, typing icon, typing icon. Heart emoji.
Ah, she says, see you Saturday, and then, sparkle heart emoji.
I think that Nikola spends the next 3 hours trying to decide whether or not to call Sean for advice before they realize that it is 1 in the morning, and if they do, Sean will kill them. Oh.
Don't forget to mute.
Hello. Hello?
Hi. Yeah, do you have, I have a tiny little epilogue of, you see Lina in her bed, just, like, hiding in her pillow before she pulls out a different phone. The same phone from before. Open it up and text someone about something, about this nice person they met. And, say, I think you know their mom. And then close the phone.
Oh. I think for the first time in a while, all 3 of Nikola's moms get a good night text. Alright, well. Great job, gang.
I wiggle.
Oh my god, I have so many emotions.
I hope you know, she does have a waterbed.
Of course she does.
Look, it's a funny gag. I think it's funny, and now it's canonical.
Mm.
She has fish sheets so that she can say that she's sleeping with the fishes. Yep. That is all.
Please tell me that she has a Jules Verne bedspread so that she can say that she is sleeping 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Absolutely. She also has like a bunch of squashmallows and whatnot of different sea creatures, so that she can
Yeah,
be like,
but
I'm sleeping at school. And when people don't get it, she's like, you know, like a school of fishes, and then she trails off. She knows that she's the only one who gets the joke.
I would. Well, this has been great. This has been just absolutely fantastic.
Gives Nikola struggles. Hi, I gave you, gives Nikola a good thing. What are you going to do with it?
And alright, we should stop the recording here. Thank you, wonderful listening audience. And thank you, Zen, for being our beautiful, amazing, and fantastic co-star.
Yeah,
Guest star.
I thought you were going to be saying our wonderful, amazing perspicuity, and I'm like, absolutely.
The surprise guest.
The surprise guest, the DM.
I'm not usually in these.
And tonight we have joining us God.
I mean, I know perspicuity looks like Jesus, but God's a little.
All right.
Stopping the recording.